let me show you how I learn. Hold your hands up in the air. Now bring them down in front of your face. See? That's 2 hands. Now take one of your hands, put it into your mouth, and swallow as hard as you can. Now you have one hand inside your stomach and one outside. This is the best part. Take your other hand, put it next to the hand in your mouth, and swallow again. Now you have 2 hands in your stomach. That's how numbers work. Oh, don't forget to hack your hands back up. When you go to the park, bring some food for all the wild animals. For birds, you can bring sunflower seeds. For squirrels, you can bring peanuts. For dogs, you can bring squirrels. For the humans, you can bring any of the above. For the sewer grate, you can bring yesterday's leftovers. For the sand pit, you can bring whatever's in your trash can. For the ambient environment, you can bring a punk rock band that practices in your neighbor's backyard shed. And as for me, your bestest friend, you could just bring a friend. All I need is a friend. Lunch is my favorite meal of the day. I always eat the food that most represents how I'm feeling at lunch. What sort of things do I eat? Well, I'm glad you asked. When I'm feeling happy, I eat watermelon. When I'm sad, I eat leftovers. When I'm confused, I eat the roadkill outside. When I'm angry, I feast upon the tears of my enemies. When I'm smart, I eat everyone else's food. And when I'm in a hurry, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about that one. I learned my numbers when I was a kid. Here, let me show you how I learned. Hold your hands up in the air. Now bring them down in front of your face. See? That's 2 hands. Now take one of your hands, put it into your mouth, and swallow as hard as you can. Now you have one hand inside your stomach and one outside. This is the best part. Take your other hand, put it next to the hand in your mouth, and swallow again. Now you have 2 hands in your stomach. That's how numbers work. Oh, don't forget to hack your hands back up. Lilliana, Lilliana. I've been Lilliana since before I knew I was Lilliana. Did you know my mother was also Lilliana? We called her Lilliana for short. She got her name from my grandma, who I called Lilliana, but my mom called her Lilliana. Then there's Lilliana. Oh, and Lilliana. And Lilliana, 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 Lilliana. Oh, there's more. There's 2 Lillianas in the ceiling. There's one that we threw in the dumpster. There's a dozen in a closet somewhere. There's even little parts of Lilliana, pieces of Lilliana, heads of Lilliana, eyes and ears of Lilliana. They're behind you, above you, over, under, around, inside and outside. Lilliana, Lilliana, Lilliana. Sometimes we would swap our arms, then we would swap our legs one by one. Each piece was swapped, and then we were back to normal. That's what friends are for. They give you new fingers to use. If you can draw, you can do all sorts of things. Grab your pencil and let's go on an adventure. So first, make a big, big triangle. Just take your hand, make 3 lines, and connect them together. Okay, now draw a line right down the middle. Wow, that looks great! Now put a circle right beneath it. Wow, see? You made the international hazard sign. Take that to whatever door your thermonuclear waste is in. Let's try again, but make the biohazard symbol instead. I get so angry when things don't go my way. I know it's not right, but sometimes I can't help myself. I stamp my feet and spin around and scream and yell and scream and yell. But I shouldn't. Getting mad is bad. In fact, it's so bad that I start barfing all over the floor. That's right. If you take the last cereal box in front of me, cut me off in traffic, or tell me that my soup isn't any good, I'm gonna barf on your shoes! And I'll love it too! That's right, I love getting mad! I love barfing on my enemies! I love popping off my eyes and sticking them in your mouth! I love curling into a ball and ramming into your legs! I love it, I love it, I love it, and you can't take it from me! I'm Lilliana and I love getting mad! I'm glad to be mad! What? Learn the alphabet? What's the alphabet?
Oh, that's easy. It's what words are made out of.
You mean like the ones I see in my books? I remember those. A is for amphemelinotide. B is for blastocyst. C is for cavernorma. And all of the rest. D, E, F, gangrene, H, I, J, karyokinesis, and Z is for... Well, shoot! I'm a craft monster! You give me a task, and I'll give you a craft! I like to start with pipe cleaners to give myself something to make shapes out of. I'll make triangles and squares and circles and patch them all together. Then the fun part starts. Take your closest friend and separate all of their parts into little piles based on color. This will be what you make your crafts out of. I like to use Norman because he has all sorts of oranges and reds I can use. Now I start patching my piles of red onto the pipe cleaners. Look, see? I made a ball of Leonard eyes. What do you think, Leonard Lump?
Oh, sure, being a lump is great.
Sleeping can be the best part of your day. I always start by getting ready for bed. First, I get my PJs on so I can be warm and comfy all night. Next, I go to the bathroom and grab my toothbrush. You can put any of your favorite condiments on your toothbrush. I choose ants. Then I start brushing my teeth. Get every single part of your mouth covered and scrub the ants deep, deep into the skin in your mouth. Then, when you're done, leave it so it can form a protective layer during the night. Now you're all ready to go. Sleep well. I'll be thinking about you. What do you do when you get upset? Do you let it get you down? Let me tell you about the time that my friend Lilliana got me all upset at her. First I
Beat her to the ground. Then I stomped on her face.
Then we started laughing at each other and everything was okay. That's why you should always try to make friends with friends who will forgive you. The mail comes every day. I look out the window waiting for the moment it appears. And then when it does, I rush outside to see what I got. Sometimes it's little pieces of paper. Sometimes it's big boxes. No matter what, I always open it immediately. My favorite new pair of socks, I got it in the mail. A letter from a dear old friend, I got it in the mail. An assortment of the best bugs in the world. Oh, well, that one appears in my house. Mashed skunk cabbage in the mail. My neighbors stuffed into a box and shipped to my house. In the mail! The stockpile of greasy hamburgers that I cooked at my vacation home. Come on, say it with me. It came from Florida in the mail! I learned my numbers when I was a kid. Here, let me show you how I learned. Hold your hands up in the air. Now bring them down